I want to talk about manifesting and releasing suffering. So, if you are trying to manifest something in your life, and let's say it's not working, you feel like you've not seen results, you want to call in a partner, call in more money, call in um, whatever it is, and you're not seeing results, it may be because you're holding on to some subconscious thoughts and feelings that are actually blocking it. And how is that so? Okay, so I was just talking to a friend of mine about this, and basically, if you're holding in mind past experiences, past memories, stories of something that's happened to you, maybe you felt rejected, but you haven't fully let it go, it's still in your field and it's going to keep repeating. It's going because you're projecting it, and you may be projecting it subconsciously, but you're still projecting it. So if you have a story about yourself or something that you're telling yourself, like, I'm not chosen by men, or I'm not chosen by women, or whatever it is, I'm not chosen, then it's going to keep showing up in every area of your life. It could be in relationships, it could be in business. You may have your own business, you have clients. Where is it that is showing up as you're not being chosen? Okay, so it's definitely a block, and it can be released. And also, the way to release it is to start telling yourself that you are chosen, okay? That you are lovable, that you are beautiful, that you are worthy. And if you've been told, maybe in childhood that you weren't, like I was, okay, then you're going to have that in your subconscious mind, and it's going to hinder your progress in whatever you want to manifest. And it causes suffering, because think about it, it's just thoughts and feelings. And we let ourselves be controlled by our thoughts and feelings. And it is amazing, because release work is about taking a step back and seeing and seeing those thoughts and challenging those thoughts, because usually they just come up and we believe them and we make them personal, and we think, this is who I am, this is who they are, this is who the world is, this is the way the world is. But release work is when you can stop and actually see your thoughts. A, don't identify with them. And B, this is a big one, guys, is to know that they are not even yours. I mean, that took me a while to actually get to the point of realizing that those thoughts that harass me sometimes are actually not mine. They're just coming through like clouds, like vapor. They just come through. And what happens is we grab onto them and we say, oh my God, this is it. This is, we believe it. And then we make a concept out of it. And that is why we suffer. And is all about identification. So the way out of suffering and the way to manifest is to write a different script. And it's going to feel awkward at first, because you're so used to thinking a certain way about yourself, about what has happened in your life. You're so identified with it. And so when you start to write a different script, it's going to feel awkward. And notice that when you write that script of whatever it is that you're manifesting, allowing it, by the way, when you are manifesting and releasing, you say, I allow myself to have the perfect partner. I allow myself financial freedom. I allow myself, right? You're allowing, because guess what? The cosmic joke is that the who you really are is abundance. I mean, your true nature is abundant. And the only reason why you're not abundant with love, health, and wealth is because you believe that you don't have it. And that's the cosmic joke. So you're releasing all these beliefs of the sense of lack. And even though you've had maybe a poor childhood, where you were being told all these things. I mean, I did. I had a lot of trauma. Not to say that my parents were awful, but I did have a lot of trauma. And so I don't let that define me anymore in where I'm going in my life and what I am accomplishing, and what my dreams are, and what my purpose is. I'm not letting that define me anymore. And some of that is still stuck in the subconscious mind, of course. but it is being released. And so the way out is to, if you don't know me, my name's Deborah. I'm an intuitive reader, energy healer, and quantum coach. And I help you in my one-on-one sessions. I help my clients to release those subconscious thoughts and feelings and memories and concepts and beliefs and all that through energy work, and also through writing exercises to let those things go. You become conscious. You're the one that's releasing. I'm helping you. And then you start to have fresh new thoughts, because if you notice that these thoughts that we believe about ourselves, about the world, about others are repetitive. So just notice that they're not fresh and new, they're repetitive. And so when you start to rewrite, or you start to write a different script, you now have fresh new thoughts, fresh new feelings, and fresh new experiences. And this is so doable, guys, and it's the quickest way, in my experience, to change, to be free from these limiting thoughts and beliefs, memories. And I'm, again, a work in progress, but I live, eat, breathe this. I absolutely love it. And I see people change. I've seen my life change. It is amazing. You can change so many things. You can accomplish so many things, and you can manifest so many things that you want in your life. So this is, at least in my experience and my training, is the way out of suffering, and to not only to release these limiting thoughts and beliefs to manifest what we want, but beyond that is to be in the freedom that we are, because who we really are is so free that we are overwhelmed by it. I mean, if we really could see how free we were, we would be overwhelmed unless we're ready for it. So, and that comes from not only my teacher, but my guru, Paramahansa Yogananda. He talks about that if we had a taste of the freedom that we are, that we wouldn't know how to handle it. It would be such an immense shock to our system, unless we have released enough to be to have the capacity for it. So that's the goal, is to be in the true happiness that we are, because we're seeking happiness out there, and it's not possible. It's just a cosmic joke. We are the happiness, and the more that we reside in that love, that happiness, that joy, that abundance, the more we know that it's right here, that it's not out there, and we not only know, but we experience it, the more magnetic we become, and we will attract everything that we want. And it's even in the Bible. It says, seek ye the kingdom of God, and everything shall be added unto you. I mean, that's pretty simple. It's exactly what I'm saying. In other words, is that you're really choosing you, which is your consciousness, and then everything shall be added unto you. And that's even Joe Dispenza's work, where he said that people come into their retreat and they want the relationship, they want health, they want wealth, they want this, they want that, and by the end of the retreat, they feel like they already have it, because they are already in that vibration that they are, that consciousness that they are, that's already fulfilled. So I hope this helps, and if you'd like to know more, you can always book a session with me, or you can message me, and I'd love to help you. Have a good one.